The NBA playoffs are finally here, and I'm going to share with you my predictions for the first round for the East. Now, starting with first 8, 2, 7, and so on and so forth. So with the first ones, we're talking about the Milwaukee Bucks and the Detroit Pistons. It's kind of easy to say that the Milwaukee Bucks are probably going to win in 4 games. Poor Blake Griffin is all banged up, and there was a time period where the Pistons were playing pretty good towards the end, but then there was a stretch where they just slumped and kind of just clawed. They basically just survived to stay in the 8th seed, where Charlotte was threatening to come in. So pretty easy for me to say that the Milwaukee Bucks are going to sweep that series. And now for the most exciting news, the Orlando Magic. Yes, my Orlando Magic are finally in the playoffs after a 7-year agony of drought and suffering. Yeah, I've been through a lot. But yes, my Orlando Magic finally came in, and nobody expected them to earn a spot in the Eastern Conference. But they finally did, and they did in good fashion, all with their defense. And they are against the Toronto Raptors. And let me tell you, I got the Magic winning in 7. Okay, I'm just kidding. I have the Toronto Raptors winning in 6. And the reason why I say that is because when you look at the regular season, of course, things are different in the playoffs, but they match up pretty well. Siakam on Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan Isaac held Siakam in the 4-game series, 13 out of 38 shots. I mean, that's pretty good defense on Siakam. Aaron Gordon held Kawhi Leonard pretty well. Kyle Lowry, against DJ Augustine. So there's a lot of pieces that match up pretty well. And Vucevic has been a killer in the center position. But ultimately, the Toronto Raptors obviously do have a better team, more experience. But I do think that the Orlando Magic are going to give them a headache. And hey, I'm happy they got in there, and I know they're going to make some noise. So kudos to the Magic. Congratulations for finally getting in there. But yes, I do have the Toronto Raptors winning in 6. Then we have the 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets. I believe I'm a little in between 76ers in 5 or 6. And that's because the 76ers were unable to contain D'Angelo Russell during the regular season. And if they don't contain him, you can see them playing really hard and sneaking into 6 wins. Just to go on a limb, I'll go on a limb in 6. Plus, also, Embiid is not going to be most likely available for the first game. So I got the 76ers in 6 games. They still have too much firepower and too much athleticism for the Brooklyn Nets. But D'Angelo Russell has been balling this year, made it into the All-Star game, and made a name for himself while many were thinking of him being a bust, which is why they got rid of him when he was in the Lakers and stuff. But he has been playing phenomenal basketball. And he led this team to being the 6th seed, tied with the Orlando Magic, but they own the tiebreaker, so they stay in 6. But congratulations to them as well, because a lot of people didn't expect them to be in there either. But I do have the 76ers taking this one. Then you have the battle in the middle. I always say 4th and 5th seed, they're so close usually that it's kind of like that you can expect that series to be a grind and a battle on both ends. So you have the Celtics and you have the Indiana Pacers. Now, if Oladipo would be in the team and he wouldn't be injured, I would have it being a 7-game series. But because he's not, and the Celtics do have a lot of pieces that are going, I do have the Celtics winning in 6. I do think that it's all going to be depending on how Bogdanovich plays, because he's basically the one carrying the load most of the time offensively. So if he's got it going, I got the Celtics in 6. If he's not, maybe 5. However, I do have the Celtics moving on to the next round. So real quick, just wanted to pop in here and let you guys know what I think is going to happen in the first round for the East. I will be making a video for the West, so stay tuned for that. I'm really happy about the Magic, super psyched. It's kind of sad though, because LeBron's not going to be in. It's kind of like it's weird having LeBron not be in the playoffs, but I'm okay because my Magic are there. I like LeBron, but the Magic are my team. So I'm glad we're finally here. Let me know in the comments, do you agree with my picks? Do you think somebody else is gonna pull an upset? Let me know in the comments. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.